Stop right now if you're trying to keep your life peaceful while holding on to toxic people. Seriously, everything you think you know about handling difficult people is probably dead wrong. You might think you're being kind, tolerant, or just keeping the peace by putting up with them, but let me tell you, it's doing more harm than good. And the worst part, they're likely the reason you're feeling drained, stressed, or just plain unhappy. But don't worry, by the end of this video, you'll have the tools to cleanse your life of these toxic influences once and for all. So, are you ready to dive in? Let's go. First, let's get real. Have you ever had one of those days where you hang out with someone and afterward you just feel exhausted? Not just tired, but mentally, emotionally, and even physically drained. Like they somehow sucked all the good vibes out of you, leaving nothing but stress and negativity behind. Sound familiar? I bet it does. And guess what? That person is what we call a toxic person. They might be a friend, a family member, or even someone you work with. But the truth is, you don't have to deal with them. And more importantly, you shouldn't deal with them. So why are we so bad at recognizing these people for what they are? It's simple. We're often too nice. We make excuses for their behavior, thinking they're just going through a tough time or that it's our job to help them. But let me tell you, some people are just toxic, and it's not your job to fix them. Let's break this down. There are different types of toxic people you're bound to encounter in your life. And trust me, by the time we're done, you'll be able to spot them a mile away. And when you do, it's time to take action. Ready? Here we go. 1. The passive-aggressive victim. Let's start with the passive-aggressive victim. The one who's always got something to complain about, always blaming others for their problems, and never taking responsibility for their own misery. Ever notice how they somehow turn every conversation into a pity party for themselves? Whether it's their job, their relationships, or just life in general, nothing ever goes right for them, and it's never their fault. They're experts at making you feel guilty for enjoying your own life. If you're having a good day, they'll make sure to bring you down with their tales of woe. But here's the kicker, they're not interested in actually fixing their problems. They just want to wallow in them. And they want you to wallow with them. The more you listen, the more they'll drain you of your energy. So what can you do? It's simple. Offer help, but only if they're willing to take action. If they're just looking for someone to listen to their complaints, it's time to put some distance between you and them. You can't let them use you as their emotional dumping ground. Trust me, if they're not willing to change, they'll only bring you down with them. 2. The favor-asking leech. Next up, we've got the favor-asking leech. You know the type, they're always asking for something but never giving anything in return. They'll butter you up with compliments, make you feel special, and then, bam, they hit you with a request. Can you do me a favor, they ask, and before you know it, you're roped into doing something you really don't want to do. The worst part, when you need something from them, they're nowhere to be found. These people are experts in manipulation. They know exactly how to push your buttons to get what they want. They might even make you feel like you're a bad person if you say no. But here's the thing. It's okay to say no. In fact, it's more than okay. It's necessary. You have to protect your own energy and well-being. If you keep saying yes to these people, you'll find yourself feeling resentful, drained, and taken advantage of. So how do you handle the favor-asking leech? Start by setting clear boundaries. Let them know that you're not always available to help and that your time and energy are valuable. And when they start with the guilt trips, stand your ground. Remember, you're not responsible for their happiness, and you don't owe them anything. Your well-being comes first. 3. The chronic critic. Then there's the chronic critic, the person who just can't seem to say anything nice about anyone. They live to criticize, to tear others down, and to spread negativity wherever they go. Whether it's a friend, a colleague, or even a stranger, they'll find something to complain about. Their life is so miserable that they can't stand to see anyone else happy. These people thrive on gossip and negativity. They'll talk behind your back, spread rumors, and try to make you feel as miserable as they are. And the thing is, they're really good at it. They know how to plant seeds of doubt in your mind, making you question yourself and your worth. But here's the truth. Their negativity has nothing to do with you and everything to do with them. So how do you deal with the chronic critic? The best thing you can do is not engage. Don't let their negativity pull you down. When they start criticizing others, change the subject or walk away. Don't let them drag you into their toxic world. And remember, if they're talking about others behind their back, they're probably doing the same to you. Protect your peace, and don't give them the satisfaction of engaging in their negative behavior. 4. The distrustful cynic. Let's talk about the distrustful cynic. This person is always suspicious, always assuming the worst about everyone and everything. They've been hurt before, and now they see every relationship as a potential threat. Their negativity is like a dark cloud that follows them everywhere, and they're constantly on the lookout for betrayal, even when there's none to be found. These people are incredibly draining to be around because their lack of trust and constant suspicion makes it impossible to have a positive, healthy relationship with them. They'll question your motives, doubt your intentions, and never believe that you're being genuine. And over time, their distrust can start to wear on you, making you question yourself and your own worth. So how do you handle the distrustful cynic? The key is to set boundaries and protect your own peace of mind. You don't owe them anything, and you certainly don't need to prove yourself to them. If they can't trust you, that's their problem, not yours. Don't let their negativity drag you down. Instead, surround yourself with people who believe in you and who bring positivity into your life. 5. The manipulative narcissist. The manipulative narcissist. This one is a real piece of work. They believe the world revolves around them, and everyone else is just a supporting character in their story. They crave attention, and they'll do anything to get it, even if it means manipulating, lying, or playing mind games. They're experts at making you feel like you're the problem, even when it's clear that they're the ones causing the drama. The thing about narcissists is that they lack empathy. They don't care about your feelings, your needs, or your well-being. All they care about is themselves, and they'll go to great lengths to make sure that they're always the center of attention. They'll twist your words, gaslight you, and make you question your own reality. But here's the truth. Their lack of empathy isn't your burden to carry. So how do you deal with a manipulative narcissist? The key is to set firm boundaries and stick to them. Don't let them manipulate you or make you feel guilty for putting yourself first. You deserve to be treated with respect. And if they can't do that, it's time to walk away. Remember, you're not responsible for their feelings or their happiness. Protect your own peace, and don't let them drag you into their toxic world. 6. The emotional manipulator. Now, let's talk about the emotional manipulator. This person is sneaky. They act like they care about you, but every kind act comes with strings attached. They'll remind you of every little thing they've done for you, making you feel obligated to return the favor. And if you don't, they'll make you feel like the worst person in the world. They're experts at guilt tripping, and they'll stop at nothing to make you feel like you owe them. But here's the truth. You don't owe them anything. If their help comes with guilt trips and emotional manipulation, it's not really help at all. It's just another way for them to control you and keep you under their thumb. And the longer you allow them to do this, the more you'll lose yourself in the process. So how do you deal with an emotional manipulator? The first step is to recognize their behavior for what it is, manipulation. Once you see it, it becomes much easier to resist. Set clear boundaries, and don't let them make you feel guilty for putting yourself first. Remember, you're not responsible for their feelings or their happiness. You deserve to live a life free from manipulation and control. All right, now that we've covered the different types of toxic people, let's talk about how you can protect yourself from their negative influence. Because here's the thing, you have the power to choose who gets to be in your life, and you deserve to surround yourself with people who lift you up, not bring you down. 1. Set boundaries. The first step is to set clear boundaries. Don't let these people drain your energy and steal your peace. It's okay to say no, to walk away, and to prioritize your own well-being. You don't owe anyone an explanation for taking care of yourself. If someone's behavior is making you feel uncomfortable, drained, or stressed, it's time to set boundaries. Let them know what's okay and what's not, and stick to it. It might be uncomfortable at first, but trust me, it's worth it. 2. Practice self-reflection. Next, take some time to reflect on your own behavior. Are you unknowingly contributing to the toxicity by enabling these behaviors? It's not uncommon for people pleasers or those with low self-esteem to attract toxic people into their lives. If this sounds like you, it's time to change that. Recognize your worth, and don't let anyone take advantage of your kindness. It's important to remember that you deserve to be treated with respect and kindness, and it's okay to demand that from others. 3. Surround yourself with positivity. Finally, surround yourself with positive, supportive people who lift you up. Life's too short to spend it with people who bring you down. You deserve to be happy, to feel loved, and to be respected. So seek out relationships that are based on mutual respect, trust, and positivity. It might mean letting go of some people who have been in your life for a long time, but in the end, it's worth it. Your mental and emotional health are worth it. So the next time you encounter someone who drains your energy, makes you feel small, or tries to manipulate you, remember this. You have the power to choose who gets to be in your life. Protect your peace, set your boundaries, and don't be afraid to let go of toxic people. Your well-being is worth it, and you deserve to live a life free from negativity and manipulation. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you ever dealt with a toxic person? How did you handle it? What did you do to break free? Share your stories in the comments below. Your experience could help someone else who's going through the same thing. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more life-changing advice. You've got this, and I'll see you in the next video.